Hi. I think it would be fair to say that when we hear the word retiree or retired, we're normally thinking about older people. There may be a few very ambitious people who wish to retire early, very early, I'm talking about in the 30s or 40s, probably not realising how bored they would be with life from there on. But most retirees are people who are getting towards the end of their so-called paid working life. Now, very recently, I heard the expression taking a fall, as distinct from tripping over. So what's the difference between taking a fall and tripping over? The way I interpret it is this. We can trip over anything at whatever age we might be, whether we're a child, whether we're middle-aged, or whether we're old. We misplace our footing in some way by kicking against something unexpectedly, and our centre of gravity moves outside of our base, and our reflexes are not quick enough to put those legs between us and the ground, and we trip over. Taking a fall, though, has a different inference. It's as if our legs have become weak, so weak in fact that we fall down. Now, I can remember seeing a movie, you've probably seen it yourself, Saving Private Ryan. Remember that? And the mother of the boys who have been killed in the war sees the person pulling up to tell them about this, and her legs collapse under her. Emotionally, she can no longer stand up, she falls down. It's a very emotional moment. We can fall down when our emotions are affected so badly, but I'm not talking about that here. I'm talking about the inference that when people become old, they become so feeble that their legs will not hold them up. And we see this a lot. We see people worrying about their balance. They start off with a walking stick, and often that transfers across to a walker where they lean on it and push it along, and eventually into some sort of mechanical wheelchair. Now, does it have to be that way? Does it really have to be that way? I can recall seeing something on television where a man was 100 years old and he was walking backwards and forward to raise some money for charity. And he was doing this at about 100 years of age, and then the next moment I heard he was dead. So what does this mean? It means he died of old age and he was still able to walk backwards and forwards and quite a distance. So this business about taking a fall really gets down to one thing. Letting your physical body become so weak through lack of exercise that this is what happens. We know that when people are bedridden or put into hospital even for a few days, the latest thing now is to get them up early and walking as soon as they can, because our leg muscles atrophy if they're not exercised. So many lazy people out there who drive their car to the very nearest spot so they can walk to the store, go around the block several times looking for the spot closest to wherever they want to go to. This is not a good policy as far as exercising your legs is concerned. In retirement, we need to remember, in fact all of our life we need to remember, our body is our earthbound implement or tool with which we can exercise and do things. Once that body gives out, we are restricted. Mostly it's because of our own habits. People grow lazy. We know that in the Western world, in fact In many parts of the civilized world now, so many people are overweight. It's become the norm. Become the norm. Why? More calories in than are used up. No excuses here. Oh, it's my genes. Bull. It's your way that you've been running your life, your choices. Our lives are choices. We can choose to look after ourselves, or we can choose to be lazy. It's far easier to take the easy road and be lazy. But if you want to live to a healthy old age and keep a body that's fit, be like that old guy who was still walking at 100 years of age and then died in his sleep overnight. Don't take a fall. You can trip over. Just be careful. Watch the peripheral views. Be careful where you put your feet. Be aware of what's going on around you. But keep exercising. Keep your body strong, resilient, supple, and be aware of what's going on around you. I hope you've got something out of this one.